Currently, there's calls for a ceasefire in Israel. Now, they had a temporary ceasefire in order for them to release the hostages, and they continue to negotiate toward the release of the hostages. But right now, it's not the time for a permanent ceasefire in Israel. And the reason why is because Hamas is still technically the government there in Gaza. We don't have a reason to negotiate the two-state solution in that region. And the reason why is because a two-state solution will leave Hamas still in power. Hamas is a terrorist organization. It is the government that's currently ruling in Gaza. You cannot have a two-state solution with Gaza while Hamas is still representing the people in that area. What you gonna do? Put a bunch of terrorists over a whole another state in Israel? That's impossible to even think of or even fathom. The only people that want a two-state solution right now is the people who want Israel dead. It's the people who want the country, the state of Israel obliterated. The people who want all the Jews dead. Joe Biden is not backing Israel like he's supposed to. Joe Biden has never backed Israel in the way that the United States is supposed to. If Joe Biden actually had Israel's back, then he never would have continued to let funds be released to Iran. Iran is the problem. Iran funds Hamas. Iran funds Hezbollah. Iran funds the Israel enemies. It's impossible for us to have a two-state solution at this time. And we should not be talking about a permanent ceasefire within the area of Gaza. The United States wants Israel to slow down, to back up, and to stop, and to talk about the two-state solution with a bunch of terrorists. The question is this. When 2001 happened and 9/11 happened, United States was in war for 20 years. And the only reason why that war has ended is because Donald Trump came and decided that the fighting had to stop. We ain't been but more than a month at war with Hamas in Gaza. 2 months versus almost 20 years worth of war with Afghanistan and Iraq in the United States. Now, although we are only involved in the war in Israel, it's not the United States' place to tell Israel what to do with their country or how to deal with Hamas. If Joe Biden wants these issues to go away and he wants us to talk about having a two-state solution, then they need to stop giving Iran all this money to keep funding terrorism. It's just plain and simple. Joe Biden is trying to play both ends at the same time. He have no business doing no type of business at all with Iran because Iran wants the United States and Israel destroyed. The Abraham Accords that Donald Trump instituted have Israel signing peace agreements with several Middle Eastern countries. Iran is not one of them. They didn't have no peace agreement with Hamas, no peace agreement with Hezbollah. So in order for any type of peace to be able to be attained in the Middle East, in Israel, in order for it to be any idea of any talks of a two-state solution, they actually have to leave Israel alone. Joe Biden needs to stop trying to play both ends, and he needs to stand up and stand with Israel.